the keyword React is more popular than words like orange juice and renewable energy. And so it has been a framework that is very widely popular, and it's something that a lot of jobs now require when they're hiring new engineers. My name is Murtada. I'm a software engineer at Meta based in the Seattle office. So just about everything I've built in my career at Meta has been built in React. So, if you're using any of the Meta products, whether you're using Facebook or Instagram, most likely the buttons and the menus and the clicks that you're making are all events and components handled by a React framework. And that has been my career at Meta, has been developing these kinds of components. So whether you're using it on a web, if you're going and posting a photo, or if you're making a comment, all of those interactions are powered by React components behind the scene. Well, I think personally, when I first discovered React, I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And it just made building web applications so much easier. So it really simplified my job as an engineer to write using this framework. And it's very intuitive. It's much less error prone. So if we look at the trends we see in 2018, React actually rose up and exceeded what previously was the most popular web framework, which was known as jQuery, and React became the most searched keyword. So it makes sense for it to replace some of these older frameworks that are not keeping up with the speed of the industry. So the main language that's used to create React components is JavaScript, and there are actually different flavors of JavaScript that can be used with React. So at Meta, we use a flow flavor of JavaScript, and that allows us to ensure type safety throughout the use of developing React components. But there are other ways that React components can be built. Perhaps a popular way that is common in the industry is using TypeScript. And besides these different ways to use React components on web, you can actually use React to develop mobile components on like Android and iOS. And most recently, React is releasing a way for developing VR components like virtual reality, where people can use these same frameworks consistently that are used in web and mobile to develop virtual reality applications. The idea is to simplify it and allow developers to create complex virtual reality applications, but leverage the simplicity and friendliness of React. And that's what has given the motivation to create these different frameworks of React across different segments of the industry. At this point, it's an integral skill that just about every job and every application you build will probably require. So having this knowledge will really help you throughout your career, and it's going to also make your life easier to learn how to use such framework. So my advice to you as you venture into this world of React is to stay consistent. It may at first seem a little complicated or overwhelming, or some things may not make sense, but just power through it. It will make your life a lot easier to learn these principles. They'll make you much more attractive to employers in the future, and your ability to produce scalable web applications will be much better with the use of this framework. So keep going and don't let some of these confusing parts of React slow you down.